Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking roughly at the last half of April 2024, and this reading is for the water sign of Pisces. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to be here to watch these videos. So Pisces, last half of April 2024, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Pisces, if you're cross-watching for a Piscean. Also, if you're on the cusp of two different signs, it's always a good idea to watch both of those sign videos. If you know any of the rest of your sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those as well for additional insight and perspective. These are general readings, so of course they may resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Now, if you find something does resonate with you, it really kind of hits to the heart of the matter that you're going through, and you'd like to perhaps take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me, either for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description or title of this video. I can usually get back to you the same day with all the information. I offer a pretty wide array of readings in all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. And I'm pretty diligent about working at timely scheduling as well. So if you're interested, email me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the last half of April 2024 looks like for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Deluxe Royal Tarot and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Both decks are by artist Cyril Marchetti. We begin with Justice, reaping what we sow, meaning that the outcome of something is entirely dependent on our actions or lack of actions. So the cautionary advice with Justice is honesty, honor, morals, ethics, transparency, doing the right thing, taking the moral high ground, doing what's right. With the Three of Cups, kindred spirits, friends, your tribe, your friends may be encouraging you to do the right thing here. There may be a situation that involves your circle of friends, your social group, or positive social connections in your community. And you may, there's almost a sense here that you intuitively know what you should do. Some of you, your friends might be also encouraging you as well. We have the Knight of Swords. Very assertive action, intention, practical. The Knight of Swords is the Knight of Air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the Knight of Swords, he's like, okay, this is my mission, my quest. This is the right thing to do. Doesn't really matter how I feel about it. So I'm going to take the information and I'm going to move forward, do the right thing in a very assertive, action-oriented sort of way, but smart and clear as well. We have the Seven of Swords, which is a card of strategy, of concealment, maybe playing your cards kind of close to your chest. The Ten of Wands, kind of at the end of your rope, feeling overwhelmed. Something has to end, something has to give here. The Queen of Cups, which is you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For some of you, it might be another water sign that's relevant. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the High Priestess, trusting your intuition, your connection to spirit, your gut instinct, some people call it. You know, both of these cards, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, in my opinion, which doesn't have to matter to anybody, but in my opinion, these are the two most spiritual female cards in the deck. They are all about kind of intuitively and instinctively knowing what you need, what other people need, knowing what the right path is, even if it conflicts with external things or other people's opinions. It's knowing what the right thing here is to do. Whether you do it or not, whether we do these things or not, but is another story. But it's about, and the overall energy here is that High Priestess, knowing what to do, knowing intuitively. I think most of you, if not all of you, if you take the time to get quiet a bit, which is what the High Priestess does, you'll know what the right thing is to do. So let's clarify that. High Priestess. Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. The Nine of Swords is somebody who's almost paralyzed by fear of an unknown future. Three of Wands, maybe that you're going to destroy any hope for some kind of future or a specific outcome that you want. I feel this is what's holding some of you back from taking action, taking the right course of action, which I feel like most of you know what the right course of action here is, but you're held back by what if this happens, and what if this happens, and what if that doesn't happen, and what if this doesn't happen, and what if, and spinning it so big in your head that it actually paralyzes you. Let's take a look at Justice and the Three of Cups. The Seven of Swords again, strategy, concealment, could be deception, temperance, learning how to balance, moderate, neither too much of one nor too much of the other, and the Ten of Cups, which is the happy home card, which may represent that whatever the situation is, it may have a significant influence on home and family, whatever that is for you. Again, there's this kind of reaping what you sow. It feels like the piper has come calling here in regards to some situation. It may be a situation where maybe you've been doing things in a not quite right way, or doing something behind the scenes that isn't quite ethical or moral, because it feels like there's a bit of a moral or ethical dilemma kind of here. And it might be in your own actions. It might be the actions of somebody that are close to you or somebody that you know. There's a sense of keeping things secret, even though you know you shouldn't, because there's this fear of what's going to happen if you do A, B, and C. But all of that is reaping what you sow too. That Justice card is all about, you know, what your actions are, not what you thought or intended or wished or hoped for, but on what you actually do. It feels like something needs to be revealed here. Something needs to be addressed, brought out into the open and addressed. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. This is kind of like taking action to bring something to light that has been hidden. The Lovers, the Page of Cups, the Star. The Star is hope, faith, renewal, usually after a major change or challenge of some kind. The Lovers and the Page of Cups. Messages. Might be third-party situations for some of you. It might be you. It might be somebody close to you. The Lovers usually represents a relationship at a crossroads, and a choice, a decision needs to be made. Something needs to be addressed. Now, that thing might be the relationship itself, or it might be in another area of life, but one which will impact the relationship. There's hope, love, and support here. But again, it's kind of based on your actions. And because this is a general reading, this could be a lot of different things. This could be a third-party situation or extramarital or some kind of cheating or infidelity issues for some of you, needing to bring that to light. It could be needing somebody needing to bring something out into the light which may affect a primary relationship. The Ten of Wands with the Queen of Cups. You're just, you can't carry it anymore. You're just, you know, the Ten of Wands, tens represent cycle endings, a cycle coming full circle. The Ten of Wands, it has just become too heavy to bear, right? This has to end. This has to stop. You're tired of carrying this weight. Yeah, the Sun. You want the pressure relieved, lifted up, illumination, clarity. Something needs to come out so that it can be brought to an end, so that a new path and rebirth and change can occur. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability. I'm not quite sure what this is. I mean, it could be a variety of different things. It feels like, again, the common things that I'm picking up, or some moral and ethical dilemma, something hidden that needs to be brought out into the light and addressed because you can't carry the burden of it anymore. It looks like it's going to affect a primary relationship, even if it's not about that primary relationship specifically. But there's a sense of hesitancy because you're afraid of what will happen if you do. That's kind of the gist of the whole reading. So I'm going to end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups. Your victory will come from dropping this, from doing what you have to do to deal with it, and then leaving, walking away from something, right? Because it's ultimately not to your, it's not where you belong. It's not authentic, even though in the beginning you may have thought it was, but it's not, or isn't any longer. And your victory comes from leaving it behind. And part of what there's a bit of a psychological element here, is that what you need to leave behind, some of you, what you may need to leave behind is this attachment you have of how you are viewed or how you are seen. It may be that one of the fears that's holding you back here is, what are they going to think of me? How are they going to see me after this kind of energy? Strength and the Devil and the Five of Swords. This is having the strength, the courage, wisdom, and true humility to battle and overcome some kind of pattern, some kind of cyclical pattern or habit that ends up being unhealthy and even toxic for you. It's about kind of overcoming, and that might be an actual habit. It might be, a perspective. It might be a way of looking at something. It might be finding yourself in the same situation or a similar situation over and over and over again, asking yourself, why does this always happen to me? Well, the common denominator is us, right? So it's about taking a look at what your patterns and habits and cycles are, having the strength and courage to own up to that, to look at your part in it, and to fight that and battle it. So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Those are your messages for the last half of April 2024. Got a bit more of a serious, intense reading here, but helpful. So I hope it's provided some validation, or at least some food for thought for those of you for whom it did resonate. If it did really hit home, again, if you'd like to maybe pull the curtain back on it a bit and take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can get that contact info by clicking the description or title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May general readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.